Hi there, JJ here. This is war number 9 of season 62. As I said, I was going to be missing for wars 6, 7, and 8, so therefore I left all my alliances and all that, and I'm back in love for war number 9. They wanted someone that they could trust for this last war, and I ended up having a pretty big war. Originally, it was not supposed to be a big war. Originally, it was supposed to be me bringing Count Nefaria for this one fight that they wanted me to bring, because I didn't want to do another Sinister war. I wanted to switch it up, but it ended up that Sinister just worked out for all my fights, so I just brought Sinister and then started taking a bunch of fights at the end, so yeah. Anyways, I totally forgot to record the first fight. It's Mojo on node 2 with Sinister. Quite easy. I think I got 1 degen on me. Doesn't really matter. All I did was get my Mystic Charge, and this is Bullseye node 11. Just watch out for the encroaching root. The strike counter amplify doesn't matter because Bullseye has no power gain of his own, and Sinister destroys Bullseye because he regens all critical hits and is 100% resistant to all of his bleed effects. I have Apok and Zola on the team, which means that I get 50% more duration and 50% more potency, which is all very nice. Or no, less duration, but more duration, slightly less potency, and then more potency. Anyways, this is the big fight to talk about. This is node 25 Dark Phoenix. There's Thorns, which means that you take damage whenever you hit them, and Sinister doesn't want to hit the opponent that much. He just wants to charge his heavy, so you power start 1, and then you get your first thing off, and you can throw this SP1. Unfortunately, that pushes her to a special 1, so I get probably one of the cleanest light intercepts I've ever had and push her to an SP2. Then she finally stops going unblockable. I'm able to charge heavy. You'll notice the degens are doing barely any damage. That's because Dark Phoenix takes a ton of less damage from DOT effects when she has her safeguard thing up. It's a really weird and stupid ability. Either way, I throw this SP1 here, and it's going to start ticking her down. It's only 4k per tick, which is like nothing with regular Sinister. That's what regular Sinister with... Just like, yeah. Also, another thing is I got 0 cosmic buffs or cosmic passives from Sinister's Awakened ability. So that was just like really annoying and unfortunate because the cosmic ones are the ones that increase your attack rating. The mystic one is the other really nice one. That's the one that allows you to have extra combat power rate. But yeah, so after this one, I'm going to have a guaranteed cosmic one because I beat a cosmic opponent. So yeah, pretty easy fight. Next up is a Korg on node 34. Oh, yeah, I forgot to record it. I waited for energy, and then I went to start it, and I just forgot to record it. So, yeah, the fight went just well. Next up is Nico on node number 37. We were supposed to send a Warlock here, but they were just like, just send Sinister. He's much easier, and I wanted another Mystic Charge. That was the main reason I did it. So, over here, you have a ton of regen from the poisons and the bleed. You wait out the buff immunity, and I think I'm trying to push her at SP3. There, I let go of my heavy right away so that I could push her away for the root. And I inflict my first set of degens. I get my first heavy off. I bait a heavy, punish with my heavy. Then I'm going for a reparry here. And I get it. I have a combat regen boost, so it's very helpful. And she dies. So that was 28 seconds, 26 seconds. Super quick. I think the degens are doing 20k per tick. Very easy. And next up, I think I have node 45 Maestro. So yeah, this fight does not go well. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think maybe I let my degens get purified a lot. That's what I remember. I kept on forgetting to use my parry to trigger Conflictor, but sometimes Sinister is not that great because he has a Purify ability accuracy reduction based on his skill souls, and so my parry was not getting purified because of the build accuracy reduction, so I was like, all right, let me throw my SP1, but then those are getting parried. So yeah, it was just like an annoying and unfortunate situation, but obviously I'm not going to die. So there, I go for see that he got parried over there. So now I finally throw it with Conflictor up. 7 degens are doing 15k, not bad at all. I'm going to bait this, and I think I go for a heavy, and I get it. And then I think I'm going to go for a reparry. And I took the first hit into block, then reparried. I needed to reparry again for the stun because I got purified with Conflictor, so I got hit. But it doesn't really matter. Charge heavy, go in. And now he's in his mode, his radiation mode there. Some of them got parried again. Doesn't really matter. I'm taking damage, probably more than I'm healing from low power, but it doesn't really matter. I deck the special and root, not a big problem. Then I throw this special, and he dies. Took only a minute, which is a lot shorter than I remember it being, but I did take a decent amount of damage from recoil and his radiation mode. But all's well that ends well, and we ended up with the solo. Next up, I think I have 47 Thanos. I think? Yeah, 47 Thanos. So this fight, once again, is very easy because of the increased combat power rate. It takes only 2 heavies, I think, to get to this special one. I don't know. And I have 4 cosmic charges, so that's absolutely crazy. My attack rating is through the roof right now, I'm sure. So at this point, I'm just going to block a hit, or I block the SP1, or I don't know what I was doing there. I 100% should have just blocked the SP1. That would have given me power. So I throw this SP1. I'm down a lot of health, which is just stupid. But these degens are ticking for 22k per tick. I'm already at the first protection. I got a panic on me, so I'm healing more. And then I throw this to put the falter on him. And then I'm just going to charge the heavy through the special. And I'm just going to go for a parry. And at one point I had 20 degens on him, which was pretty cool. There I put the falter on him, but I did get the panic on me for hitting while he was unstoppable from fight or flight. So over here, I have the falter on me. It doesn't matter. I can throw it even with the falter. It's similar to how when you deck Sinister's special one, he will transfer the degens back onto you. Same thing over there. For that node, you're normally really worried about the Furies expiring for the falter, but you want to do heavies and specials a lot anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And if you get the falter, you can always just wait it out just by parrying and then holding heavy, because that will waste the time of the falter because your stun will be paused while your heavy is charging. So yeah, overall Sinister is very safe for that node. You can get the unstoppable on you if you want. You don't need to if you want. Anyways, this is Jean on node 50, the boss node. I've done this a bunch. Does this one go well? I don't really remember. So I messed up there. I hit her in the bunch in the beginning thinking, oh, she's stun immune, so I'm not going to be able to parry, so I'm just going to hit her a bunch. But I didn't realize that'd give me exhaustions, which would trigger the tactic, which is actually really annoying. So I got pushed to SP2 before I could do anything. So I throw it, and then I hold heavy on the stun because it's going to pause. And then I'm going to go in, and she trigger stunned me right away, pretty much. Cushion's still on her, and now I want to get one heavy charge to get my Vicious back up, and now she's unstoppable. So I'm like, I'm going to have to get one full cycle in. And I throw this SP1, and she doesn't punish, but even if she didn't, wouldn't matter. 20k per tick, really not that bad. And I'm able to heavy charge it. 10k non-crit heavy attack, not that bad. I have 3 cosmics this fight, which is pretty good, but I could have gotten 4. I got unlucky, because I fought, I fought 3 cosmics, so I had guaranteed. I fought Dark Phoenix, Maestro, and Thanos. My healing's through the roof as usual because I have 3 debuffs on myself. That means I'm getting around 1.5% per second of healing. And I'm able to get another heavy charge off. Does she punch me? She does. 9k per hit. Doesn't really matter. I have regen crits and I also regen in general. And I think I'm going to dex into my special one. And she triggers the unstoppable at the last second. Doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to play it safe. I was not trying to die. And this fight is generally pretty easy. There are ways to die. You can eat an SP1. You can just get hit a bunch and get a ton of neuros on you. There are ways to die to this fight, but I end with pretty high health in minute 36. Not my fastest. I've done it in a minute. But that concludes my season. A mess of a season, really. It was only a 9-war season, and then I also had to miss the 3 middle wars, so I didn't really get any radiance on my main account. My alt, however, spent 4 wars in, I think, Hate. Yeah, Hate, which is Love's, sister alliance. So 4 wars was the minimum, so I got 75,000 or 70,000 radiance from that, which is actually really nice, which allows it to compete in the Big Thing season. So yeah, we have Big Thing next season, which is 1 fight, and I think I'm going to put out some off-season gameplay just because I know some people aren't familiar with the maps, so it might just be helpful for them to have stuff to know to go on and possible counters and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.